There is 3 stocks I want to go over. One of them is going to be Amazon, the other is going to be Meta, and then Nvidia. With these 3 stocks, these are the 3 stocks that I would want to be buying currently as of November 30th, 2025, going into December. I think all 3 of these stocks are a buy. And personally, this is just my opinion. I would be buying them during December 2025, and I do think that they're going to have a pretty nice upside going into 2026. Again, let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments. And again, this isn't financial advice. This is just my personal opinion. You can see here on Unusual Whales, these are the analysts for Amazon here. They got price targets and a lot of them being buy recommendations. Take this with a grain of salt as well. Many of them ranging between 290 to about 320. And let's go ahead and go into Meta as well. And quickly, as you can see, a lot of these price targets ranging from about 770 all the way up to about 900, 915. All of them being buy recommendations as well. And let's go ahead and take a look at Nvidia. Again, a lot of these being buy recommendations. Many of the price targets ranging between 230, even all the way up to about 270, with the exception of one being $352 price target. Now let's go ahead and go on to the Webull scene. Go ahead and share with you the chart here for Nvidia, Meta, and Amazon. Nvidia here with the current price of 176. I do think that going into December, there could be a potential dip here going into 164. Just keep in mind that the range between 164 and 185, this is where I would personally look to add into Nvidia. And of course, if we do dip down below 164, this is a major support I'm watching out for. If we see a break below 164, down to about 150, which is closer to the 200-day moving average, this is where I would look to add a bigger position into Nvidia in terms of shares. From our current price, I do believe that the all-time high is going to get tested here going into early 2026. Again, my opinion, that is a 20% return from our current price just based off of shares. If you're looking for 220, this is right around 24%. And a lot of the price targets were even ranging up towards 260 and 270. This is something by the end of the year of 2026 you can possibly keep an eye out for. Again, quite volatile, but it's a 52% move. Keep an eye out for that as well. And then you got 290 all the way up here. That would be right around a 63% move from our current price. Let's go ahead and go into Meta stock right now, and then we'll go into Amazon right after. Meta here currently at 647. With this one, we were below the 200-day moving average. This is a really good dip opportunity out of the 3 stocks I'm talking about today. The reason is because we're below the 200-day moving average, and we even hit right around 15% below the 200-day moving average. And historically, that would be a really good point of entry. So personally, in my own portfolio, this is where I'm adding right now for Meta stock. I'm adding shares of Meta here while we are between 580 and 672. I think between now and the end of December, we get a retest of the 200-day moving average, and we might even break above it as well and start to fulfill this gap that you can see right here. This is towards $742. Let's go ahead and clear all this out so we can kind of see the bigger picture here. So the 200-day moving average is just another additional 4% move. And then to the gap fill, that's right around 14%. And then we've got our all-time high at about 795, which is going to be a 23% move, followed by many of the price targets we've been seeing ranging between 800 and 900. For the high ballpark end of year going into 2026, that would be right around a 38 to 39% move from our current price. Again, personally, for my own portfolio, I'm adding plenty of shares here for Meta stock. Even if we dip down back below 580, ranging between 525 to 630, I think this is a really good entry point, even below 672, which is the 200-day moving average. Let's go ahead and go into Amazon stock now and take a look here. We're at currently $233. If you are looking for an entry point, personally, this is just my opinion again, 216 to about 233. I think this is a really good entry point. If we dip down below 215 and range down to 204, I would like to add more shares there as well. Eventually, I do think that the all-time high is going to get retested rather sooner than later. By the end of December 2025, I do think we start to test towards 242, which was a resistance level I was watching out for in the past. This was our previous all-time high. And from our current price, it's going to be right around a 4% move to the upside. If you're looking for the all-time high to be tested, this possibly could get retested here going into early 2026. And that would be an additional 11% move there. If you're worried about a pullback from our current price, a support level I would keep an eye out for is right around 216 or 215. That would be right around a 7.5% drop. I'll put this in red so it's a little easier to see. Anyways, long term, I do think we get that reversal to the all-time high. And from our current price, all the way to the price targets you've seen on Unusual Whales, 280 here would be a 20% move. And that's what I would be looking out for as well, going into 2026 and towards the end of 2026. You've also got $300 as a price target as well. This would be a 28% return on the stock. Out of these three stocks, let me know down below in the comments which one you are in, or if you're invested in all three. Maybe let me know what's your priority in terms of what you would buy the most and what you would avoid. But personally for me, I really like Meta stock right now just because it's below the 200-day moving average. And I do think that we get that retest of at least the all-time high, which provides right around 24% move, 23% move. Amazon is a great one too. I think I would put Amazon possibly on the second, right? And then Nvidia here, I still think it's a good buy. It just potentially could dip down closer to the 200-day moving average before we see a reversal. And so I wouldn't mind waiting for Nvidia as well. But again, I wouldn't mind adding small positions at a time at the current price here for Nvidia. Just a note here for Nvidia, if we dip down below 164, then that's where I would look to add a bigger position. So Meta would be my first, Amazon would be my second pick, just because we've already bounced off of the 200-day moving average, right? And then Nvidia here, it's been a while since we've seen the 200-day moving average get tested. And so this one I would put as my third buy. But again, I'm still a firm believer in Nvidia long term. And I do think adding small positions, I wouldn't mind here. Just would comfortably look to add a bigger position if we dip down to the 200-day moving average. If you're in any of these stocks or in any of the Mag 7, please feel free to subscribe and also join our Discord. It's free to join. We have over 32,000 people there as well, and public chats for Nvidia, Meta, and Amazon. If you are looking for live entries on stocks and options, we do share those live alerts with multiple analysts and other members. You can join our Patreon. Currently, we have a 90% off discount celebrating Black Friday and as well as Thanksgiving and our 5-year anniversary. Second link down below. Again, it's optional, but feel free to come on in, and if we have any open spots available, check it out, all right? Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next video for Nvidia, Meta, and Amazon.